Hello there, lovely people. It's Alex from Nintendo Life here. Now, Halloween, All Hallows Eve, Samhain, whatever you want to call it, is nearly upon us, and so, in order to make the most of this yearly tradition, we've compiled 5 ways you can spook yourself silly on your Wii U. So, without any further obvious exposition, let's crack on. Number 5, Slender: The Arrival. Slender's a game that's been around for a good amount of time now and sparked somewhat of a turning point in horror games. This is the Wii U's first Slender game and is an excellent port of the PC title that expands upon the original game's premise and fleshes out the whole thing to a huge extent. If you want to take things even further, you can also turn on Wii remote controls for added immersion. Number 4, Zombie U. Zombie U is not a jump scare style horror game, rather it plays on the deeper psychological issues of isolation and, in part, murder. You're alone in London surrounded by emptiness and the undead, trying desperately to find salvation. Because it's set in England, guns and ammo are very scarce, so you'll want to save as many rounds as you can to stop the zombies from making a breakfast out of you. Number 3, Yearwalk. If you thought all horror games had to have a dark and dank colour palette, you'd be wrong. Yearwalk is a largely bright, well-lit game that uses more white than anything else on the spectrum. You've got a series of puzzles that need solving, and if you're gonna get out with everything intact, you'll need to pay close attention to the myriad terrifying obstacles and creepy hint elements to make it through alive. Number 2, Resident Evil 4 Wii Edition. A classic example of what Resident Evil did well before it became too focused on gunning action. This is a game that's recently been re-released on the eShop in Europe, but as far as we can tell, it's an identical experience to that of the physical disc version. The Wii remote controls make the game a joy to behold, perhaps even more so than the original GameCube iteration. So if you've never played it, you're doing yourself a massive disservice. Sort it out. And finally, number 1. Fatal Frame / Project Zero Maiden of Blackwater. This game has been the subject of petitions, pestering emails, and tweets in numbers we don't want to think about. This latest entry enhances the classic gameplay the series has been known for by implementing the Wii U gamepad. You use the Wii U gamepad as though it were the camera in-game, and it does a tremendous amount to make you feel like you're really there, right in the heart of all the horror. The atmosphere, the graphics, every single thing about this game keeps you on the edge of your seat, and crikey oh blimey is it a spook fest. There, that should give you plenty to sink your teeth into this Halloween-based 31st of October. I was going to include Call of Duty Ghosts in the list, but it suffers from a distinctly misleading title. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you call an ambulance in advance for the coronary you're about to give that subscribe button, and be sure to check out nintendolife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye. Oh.